Hey everyone, in this video I'll be showing you how to download and install mods in Resident Evil 9 Requiem using the Fluffy mod loader, as well as set up the RE framework so you can have a bunch of different options as you play the game. As someone who makes mods for Baldur's Gate 3, I want to help make modding a bit more accessible to people. Now this will require you to go on Nexus Mods here and download the RE framework here by PreyDog2. Nexus Mods obviously being where a lot of mods are installed, as well as the Fluffy mod manager here by FluffyQuack. Now there is also a GitHub link if you do prefer that, so you can search around and find that. I'll also have these both linked in the description, but you're just going to go ahead here and just do the manual download. It's going to bring this up. Once you have these two folders, you're going to have to go ahead here and extract them all, and you're going to want to put the RE framework in a file, so it doesn't really matter where it goes. But for the Fluffy mod manager, we're just going to go ahead here. You're going to get this pop-up, extract all. You're going to want to put this somewhere, as this is where you're going to set all your mods. I'd recommend throwing it into your documents folder, as that is a pretty solid place to have that, or wherever you like to hold your files. Now we will first set up the RE framework. So what you're going to do is go into Resident Evil Requiem here on Steam. You're going to right click it and then go into the browse local files selection here. So once you get that, it's going to pull this up here, and it's actually pretty straightforward. So we have our folder with our game files here, and then you're going to go into the RE framework. There's going to be a DI input 8.dll file. You're just going to drag it and drop it over here. It's going to ask if you want to replace it. You're just going to go yes here. You're going to have to do this anytime there is an update. So you just go ahead, replace the file in the destination here, and boom, we now have the RE framework set up. So it's the easy part. Next, we're going to take that Fluffy mod manager, and wherever you placed it, I again have mine in my documents setting here. Now we have the mod manager application that we're going to use, but there's a few other things that we can do with this. Now the nice thing about this is it works for a bunch of other Resident Evil games. Once you do that, you're going to double click on the mod manager. It's going to pop up a folder here. It's not going to look exactly like this at the moment because I have it loaded into Resident Evil. What we're going to do is go into choose game here, and then this is going to give you a big list of games. Now the nice thing is you can actually search these by pressing the custom text search here. So you just type in Resident Evil and you're going to get all these here. So all the other Resident Evil games, you'll scroll down, and if you don't see Resident Evil 9 Requiem here, you may have to download an updated version. You may have downloaded an older version of it, and it's going to just be selected there. You're just going to click on it, and then it has all the mod selections here. Now you're not going to have any of these open at the current moment, but what you're going to do is in the folder here for it, you're going to go into your game setting here, and then you're going to see Resident Evil 9, double click on that. There's going to be another folder for mods. Now, this is where you see all the different mods located. So what you're going to have to do is download them off of Nexus, extract them, and you're going to get a folder. Now, you can have some issues that pop up, and I'm going to clear up how that may happen. Inside these folders, you're going to see a .pack. That is the mod file itself. So inside all these, you're going to see that. That is how you know that you got the folder, because you want to have that inside of the folder, inside of this folder here. So if there's multiple folders going even deeper, you're just going to grab the one that when you double click it, you see the .pack folder and set them all into this here. This is also where the wallpaper and the logo is, but once you back out of that, you're going to go back into the mod manager here, and then you're going to see the mods. Now the thing is, they have to be turned on for them to be actually enabled in the game. So if you see that they're, not on, turn them on. This will update the files and put them into your game directory. And the nice thing too is whenever you're in this here, you can actually go into the download section. You can update it here if it's not fully updated. So you can select this here if you're not seeing the Resident Evil 9 Requiem as well. And there's a handy link to Nexus Mods here, which lets you just pop that open and see all the Resident Evil 9 mods. But yeah, you will have to go through and make sure that they are all turned on for them to appear in game here. So there are separate categories for all the characters, different weapons here, and miscellaneous, which is going to be where a lot of them are if they're not categorized. And I'll actually download one here and show you guys another trick that you can use. So once you get one downloaded, I just got this here. That's going to be a new Umbrella Corp Stereo weapon. You're going to, again, verify that you see the pack file there and then go back out. That is a folder. You're just going to drag and drop it into the folder program. Actually, you're going to grab the pack file from there. You don't have to worry about the others. So you just go into there, grab the pack, drag it and drop it into here, and it will appear. As you can see, we got the Umbrella Corp Stereo here. It's just listed under the others. So yeah, you can just grab the pack file, throw it in there, or you can drag and drop the folders into the area for the game in the file folder. So that is how to easily download and install mods for Resident Evil 9 Requiem, as well as the RE framework. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. I'm usually pretty quick to get back to those. Hit the subscribe button if you found this video useful, and I hope you guys all have a great day.